Chapter 1, Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra. Dhritarashtra Uvach Dharmkshetre Kurukshetre Sampeta Yuyutsava Mamaka Pandavascheva Kim Kurvat Sanjay. Dhritarashtra is King Dasarath. Dhritarashtra is King Dhritarashtra. Uvach said, Dharmkshetre in the place of pilgrimage, Kurukshetra in the place named Kurukshetra, Samaveta assembled, Yuyutsava desire to fight. Maka, my party sons, Pandava, the son of Pandu, Cha, and Eva, certainly, Kim, what? Akurveta, Kim Kurvata, okay. Did they do? Sanjay. So Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my sons and sons of Pandu do, being desirous to fight? Bhagavad Gita is a widely read theistic science summarized in the Gita Mahatmanya, glorification of the Gita. There it says that one should read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretations. The example of clear understanding is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself, in the way the teaching is understood by Arjun, who heard the Gita directly from Lord. If someone is fortunate enough to understand Bhagavad Gita in that line of disciplic succession without motivated interpretation, then he surpasses all studies of Vedic wisdom and all scriptures of the world. One will find in the Bhagavad Gita all that is contained in other scriptures for the readers who also find things which are not to be found elsewhere. That is the specific standard of the Gita. It is perfect theistic science because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. The topic discussed by Dhritarashtra and Sanjay, as described in the Mahabharata, form the basic principle of the great philosophy. It is understood that this philosophy evolved on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is a sacred place of pilgrimage. From the immemorial time of the Vedic age, it was spoken by the Lord when he was present personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind. The word Dharmkshetra, a place where religious rituals are performed, is significant because on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present on the side of Arjun. Dhritarashtra, the father of Kurus, was highly doubtful about the possibility of his son's ultimate victory. In his doubt, he inquired from his secretary Sanjay, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? He was confident that both his sons and the sons of his younger brother Pandu were assembled in that field of Kurukshetra for a determined engagement of the war. Still, his inquiry is significant. He did not want the compromise between the cousins and the brothers, and he wanted to be sure of the fate of his sons on the battlefield, because the battle was arranged to be fought at Kurukshetra, which is mentioned elsewhere in the Vedas as a place of worship. Even for the denizens of heaven, Dhritarashtra became very fearful about the influence of the holy place on the outcome of the battle. He knew very well that this would influence Arjun and sons of Pandu favorably, because by nature they were virtuous. Sanjay was a student of Vyas, and therefore by the mercy of Vyas, Sanjay was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra even while he was in the room of Dhritarashtra. And so, Dhritarashtra asked him about the situation on the battlefield. Both the Pandavas and the sons of Dhritarashtra belong to the same family, but Dhritarashtra's mind is disclosed herein. He deliberately claimed only his sons as Kurus, and he separated the sons of Pandu from the family heritage. One can thus understand the specific position of Dhritarashtra in his relationship with his nephews, the sons of Pandu. As in the paddy field, the unnecessary plants are taken out. So it is expected from the very beginning of these topics that in the religious field of Kurukshetra, where the fathers of religion, Sri Krishna, was present, the unwanted plants like Dhritarashtra's son, Duryodhan and other would be wiped out, and the thoroughly religious persons headed by Yudhishthira would be established by the Lord, is the significance of the words Dharmkshetre and Kurukshetre, apart from their historical and Vedic importance. This was chapter 1, Shlok 1.